Sand trap play is really a matter of a fear factor, it seems like, because people get into the sand and are afraid they don't really know how to get out. But there are a few techniques I think that could help, and that is ball placement. Most times you play the ball in the center of your sands with a short iron, but with this sand wedge we really want to enter the sand behind the ball, so we're going to play the ball a little bit left of center so we have a better chance of coming in behind the ball. And we do want to go down after and take some sand, and this sand wedge with the flange on the bottom, if you don't have one you should get one, keeps the club from going too deep, and that's the purpose of the sand wedge, is to be a more shallow, but you still want to go underneath the ball, and when the follow through is going to carry the ball out. So it's just so key. But a lot of times people get a little afraid that they're going to hit it over the green, or they take too big a swing, or try to, instead of using the club head, which is so key again. We want to be sure that that club face is at least square. And I'm going to try to enter the sand right in here and then follow through and let the club take it out. When you're in the trap, the only thing that you can touch the sand are your feet. So you want to be sure that when you get in the sand, you can't make a stance, but you can get a stance, and sometimes you can just move your feet a little bit, and you can tell how much sand is in the trap or what kind of sand it is, and that sometimes can dictate how much sand you take. But again, I'm going to focus right behind the ball. The ball is left of center. And I take a fairly wide stance because I really just want to, not too much body movement. I want just mainly the club and the arms and the club head coming through the hitting area. And you do want to finish on the left side. The main thing a lot of people do is they're trying to help it up and they fall backwards on that right foot. So if anything, you want to stay on that left side and make sure that you follow through. For sure, I think it's important that you must get to the left side, probably more so in that than you do any other shot, because that's what's going to keep the club head going towards the target and gives you the momentum, club head speed to finish the swing. So it is crucial that you get your weight to the left side. You don't have to open the blade or try to play any kind of fancy shot. The big thing is just to get out. And if you practice a little bit about it and just go ahead and take a big swing. Even if you do go over the green, at least gets you away from that fear that you're going to just blow it over the green, because you do have to take a pretty big swing for a short shot, because the sand slows down the club head speed at impact. So you do have to take a fairly big swing, but there's a lot of loft on this sand wedge. And so it goes up pretty high. And so it takes a lot of swing to get it to where you want it to go, unless you're trying to hit a short shot, which is okay too. But for a long shot, you need to take a fairly long swing. Again, the club face does not have to be wide open. If I did want to open the blade though, let me tell you, anytime you want to change the club face from square to open, you open the club and then put your hands on the club, because that's how you want the club face to come in. You don't want to put your hands on there and then go like that, because the club is going to go back to the way you gripped it. So if you open the blade, open it, then put your hands on the club, and now the club will come in that position, which is okay. But you've made your adjustment at the very beginning, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.